Surprise, surprise. Hey, you guys. Hi, guys. We're here. It is Saturday, and y'all know what that means. Scott, what does that mean?
It means Saturday night sleepover.
It's a super
Scary.
scary Saturday sleepover, is what's tonight. And as always, we have you guys here, and we got Oreo Jr. He over here looking like Harley Quinn, but he really is Jurassic Park with bells on.
Huh?
Yeah, he's creative. Everyone's so creative, to include Oreo Jr. Mark that, trademark that. We have Scott, we have myself, and we are here to scare ourselves to sleep. Or not. It just depends. It just all depends. Okay, we're gonna put Oreo Jr. back there with his friends. And we're gonna get started. Scott, do you know the title of today's sleepover story?
I don't.
Well, let me tell you. The title is Stay Away from the 13th Floor.
Huh?
What do you think that's about?
Something bad happening on the 13th floor.
Mm-hmm. When they tell you to stay your ass off that 13th floor, you stay your ass off that 13th floor. Okay, let's go. Jack and his mom had recently moved to a new apartment after his parents agreed to a mutual divorce, and the mom got custody. As thrilled as he was to live with his mother and not witness his parents fighting, Jack's excitement was buried when the kids saw how shabby the place looked. Ooh, honey, because y'all done went from two incomes to one. Okay, you went from plus to negative money. So that's why I look all shabby. But you a kid, you don't know that yet. As soon as I get a job, we'll move out. I promise, the mother assured her kid, who soon became grateful to have a roof above their head. Yeah, honey, you could be sleeping in a car. I've seen some rough stuff, some rough situations that kids are dealing with, like in their real everyday life. So, not saying don't be grateful, or I'm not saying be grateful, but I'm saying don't not be grateful because, child, some people out here struggling. It was the last day of shifting things, and as Jack finished moving a box, he saw his mother talking to an old lady standing in front of the elevator. Standing while hunching forward, this old lady had a great big smile on her wrinkly face. Why don't you come over for some dinner on the weekends if you have the time? The old lady offered. Oh, we would love to, Jack's mother thanked her. After their friendly greeting, Jack and his mother went to the old elevator, pressed the button to ascend towards the 12th floor where their new home awaited. A week into the move, Jack tried to settle into the new place, only to be irritated by the dust and the lack of air conditioning. Oh, honey, y'all living in it. Okay. I hope y'all ain't in the South, honey, because you hot, hot. And being on the 12th floor, too. Ooh, baby, you hot, hot, hot. Worst of all, there was no one his age to talk to. His friends were back at his old place, so there was no one to have fun with. Now, you better call him. It was a rainy afternoon, and his mom was out job hunting, leaving Jack all bored and sad. He had to miss school due to the weather. Due to the weather? Like, sir, you need AC. You just said you need the AC, so what's wrong with the weather if you need AC?
Maybe the thunderstorms.
They ain't never stopped school for that.
But yeah, maybe he has to walk to school.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe there's tornadoes.
His mom would not be out job hunting. Something about this book ain't all the way, but okay, it's pretend. So let's keep going. Picking up a ball, Jack thought to pass time by playing around. So he went outside into the big empty hallway. He kicked and bounced until the ball landed in front of the elevator. Ding! Jack heard the elevator door as he came to pick up his ball, meaning someone must be coming his way. He waited for the person to come out, leaving his ball to the side. Then the doors opened. From inside the dirty elevator was no one. That's what it says. It says no one. They built up some suspense. Jack looked in and found that the elevator had no one inside. He knew that that was almost impossible for an elevator to come out up without anyone pressing it.
Not really.
I feel like they can just like press the button and jump out of the elevator is one way to do that.
Someone pressing all the buttons, but they hit the wrong
I've
button.
done that. I've pressed all the buttons or hit the wrong. I've done all of it. Play ding dong dish with elevators. Like, I'm just gonna hit this button and send it on up there. You know, when you're a kid, you'd be bored. As Jack looked into the elevator, a thought came into his head. He had never ridden an elevator alone before. That's a unique bucket list item. This was his chance to explore an entire building without his mom's knowledge. She always said it would be dangerous to ride alone, as there could be bad people. There could be bad people everywhere. Okay, girl, better warn the children. Now he was all alone. He had the chance to see this big apartment and make new friends. So he stepped into the elevator right before the doors closed. He viewed the many buttons on the panel, wondering which floor to select. There were many buttons, and as Jack started to get confused, his eyes fell on a number. This was the only button accessible to his little height. So he clicked the number 13. 1 through 12 was not accessible. Just 13 was just sitting there like, where were the other numbers at?
I don't know.
He has to be himself because he missing school. Talking about making friends, honey. They all took class as amazing friends. I mean, but here we are in this story. Making his way to the floor, rocked, nearly up. One at his destination. The doors open. Jack looked up our hallway. There are black cracks all over the there are cracks all over the floor and walls with bits of plastic littering the ground. The hall was abandoned with no one to be seen. Were locked shut except one. How you know they were locked? Did you test them all? And why are you rattling people's doors? Even though I've done that as a kid too. This is Jack looking at this dusty floor. You see it, Scott? Do y'all see it? He looking, he like, what is that? Did somebody sweep? At that door, Jack could hear something echoing from the room. It was a humming sound, almost like someone was singing a song. Curiously, he followed the humming, sneaking quietly on tiptoes. He was about to peek in and find who lived in the shabby floor until, hello there. Ah! Jack dropped to the floor, frightened by the sight of a scary old man popped out of the door. Excuse me. His wide open smile became creepy on his wrinkly face, making him look like a goblin. Oh, Lord. Jack breathed heavily as his eyes lay on the creepy man who exited the room to meet him. With his thin, bent body, he grinned warmly at the boy. With a cackling smile, the man approached Jack and helped him. Why don't you come inside? The man turned back to his apartment and entered. No one has come up here for so long. It's nice to have some company. Jack wanted to leave, but couldn't say no to the man in need of company. So he thought, sir, you wanted a friend. You bored too, so you might as well go and see what this man wants. Help him out around the house. You playing hooky anyway. So he followed him into the room, closing the door shut. Jack then looked around the place, seeing that it was no better than the hallway outside. He sat in a dusty old chair and waited for the man to sit on opposite of him. The man came, seeing Jack's nose twitch in disgust. The chair smells bad, I know, the man laughed. Now, what's your name, son? My name's Jack, the boy greeted. I just moved here a week ago. I've lived here for only a few years myself, kid, the man added. If you forget about the smell, this place is actually pretty good. Jack found it hard to believe a place as old and as rotten as this was good. With his hearty laugh, the man continued to tell Jack about his time in his house. In return, Jack found the man quite funny, despite his haggard appearance. See, this is why you need to like give a man a chance. He wants some company. Soon, the two shared stories, with Jack telling the old man about his old home. This is sweet. For hours, the two talked, making each other laugh and enjoying each other's company. Soon, Jack finally found someone whom he could hang with. The man told him that he should visit every day, and Jack agreed. Aw, aw, I like this. This is like a nice story. Is this a fairy tale?
I don't know.
Upon returning home, Jack told his mom about the friend he met, making her very happy about him. However, when Jack told her he was an old man, she was surprised and a bit suspicious. I mean, that's par for the course, sir. Because we don't know who this man is. I mean, you know him as nice, but she don't know him like that. She got to make sure he ain't grooming your little ass. But she was glad he was finally opening up to someone. If the old lady was a friendly neighbor, this man could be one too. That night, as Jack and his mother were asleep, a loud knock was heard, causing the mother to wake up. I don't know why it goes between the mother and Jack's mother in this book. It's kind of weird the way it's written. So that's why I keep stumbling over my words. It's just weirdly written. She checked the clock, seeing that it was 3 in the morning. Disturbed, she wondered who could be up this late. Me too, girl. As she approached the door, the knocking turned into a loud banging, alarming her into action. She went to the front door, where it knocked and knocked some more. Then she came to the door and looked through the peephole. When she looked, she found that outside there was no one. It's time to move. Pack it up, pack it up, pack it up. You still probably got them boxes, sis, so you don't have to pay for them again. It's just time to go. That's what I would do. This confused her. Who could it be? Jack's mom wondered, and when there was no more knocks, she slowly turned to sleep again. But the door knocked again, more violently than before. With a gasp, she ran back and looked into the peephole. Again, there was no one, nothing but an empty, big hallway. She came to her room in a hurry, seeing that Jack was fast asleep. Giving her child a hug, she retreated to her own bed and fell asleep. The knocking was no more. The next day, Jack's mom was in a terrible mood, having lost some sleep after the knocking, which had been replaying in her head. As she was ready for breakfast, she saw Jack with a sad face. He turned to his mom and said, "Mom, why didn't you let my friend in?" At 3 o'clock in the damn morning? What kind of friends you got? You selling drugs? Sir, the hell? Like, what you talking about friend at 3 o'clock in the morning? Knocking, banging on the damn door like they the police. Let's get into this story. Wait, okay, this is not a fairy tale anymore. This is a stalker. The mother was clueless. What did Jack mean? Who would come all the way to their apartment at night? "What do you mean, honey?" she asked, pretending not to be freaked out. "The old man. He told me that you didn't open the door when he came," Jack said. "Sir, you might want to call Nick Hansen and get to catch a predator over there. Why is this man knocking at 3 o'clock in the morning?" Like my great grandmama used to say, honey, ain't nothing open that late but legs, baby. And no, just all of it, no. Okay, let's get back to it because, oof, this is, At that moment, his mother was scared out of her wits. Girl, me too. She recalled seeing no one in the empty hallway, and only the sounds of someone knocking was heard. Could the knocking on the door be him? Why would he want to come all the way down to see them? What was that old man thinking? For now, the mother decided to see if she could see this old man and know what his business was. The next day, as Jack went to school about damn time, his mother walked out of the room to find the man on the 13th floor. Suddenly, she bumped into the old lady from the nearby room. With her bright smile, she asked where the woman was going. And so Jack's mom told her that she was going to the 13th floor to meet the old man that lived up there. Suddenly, the old woman trembled. Here we go. Her face wrecked with fear. With her shaking voice, she then mumbled, That's impossible. You must be mistaken." Jack's mom hardly knew what she was talking, and I promise, this is like the weirdest written book. What she was talking, and it's just a weird book. So I'm sorry, y'all. It's a weird, not book, but story. And so she asked, What's wrong?" The old woman then looked up and asked her with a frightened look, "Does the man have a name?" Did I look frightened, Scott? Wait, okay, Does the man have a name? Did I look frightened?
Sure.
I'm trying to get that Oscar, Emmy, Grammy, and Tony, baby. I'm working on it. Work. Jack's mom didn't have a name, saying that her son only referred to him as friend. Overcome with fear, the old lady told a story that Jack's mom could not forget. "Girl, it's time for you to move, ma'am. You ain't got to worry about remembering shit if you get on out of there." There was once an old man who lived on the 13th floor with hearing problems. One day, the building caught on fire and spread to the 13th floor. The fire alarm rang as loud as it could, warning all who lived there, except the old man. Yeah, because he can't hear. The deaf old man didn't hear the alarm ringing, so he sat there, seemingly unaware of the blaze, until it was too late. After the old man burnt to unaliving, that's not a mistake, YouTube. The owner of the building declared to demolish the entire 13th floor. How do you just get rid of a floor? Is that the highest you can go?
Yeah.
Because how do you just demolish it? Like, what if there's a 14th floor? Okay, well, nonetheless. Leaving it abandoned and destroyed. That's why the building is said to have 12 floors. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, the 13th is the top. Okay, you can just say, don't y'all go on up there. The old lady's story frightened Jack's mom. So an old man unalived on a floor that was supposed to be empty and abandoned? Alarmed, she ran into the elevator and found no button to the 13th floor. Ooh, honey, your baby was up there, though. Your baby was up there. She returned to her home and looked up the incident on the 13th floor. She found a picture of the old man who had died, scaring her even more. At that moment, Jack returned home from school and saw his mom looking at a picture. He walked closer. His face grew confused when he uttered something shocking. "Why are you looking at my friend's photo?" Jack asked with a puzzled look. "Is this the old man you go up to me?" His mom cautiously asked, trying her best to hide her panic. To Jack's surprise, and Jack, to her surprise, said yes. His mom panicked in absolute horror, racing to find her things in the room. She had it. This place was haunted, girl. You better get the hell on. The next month, Jack and his mother left the apartment for good, fleeing to the mother's sister's house for a while. The next few days, the news broke out that the apartment building was demolished after neighbors complained about loud noises. Child, probably that ghost knocking on doors. He playing ding dong ditch.
So people were complaining about loud noises, so they just demolished the whole building.
He was trying to get rid of it anyway. It probably was the landlord trying to get them people on out of there. He knocking on doors and just being like, "Yeah, I'm gonna get my insurance claim." While Jack continued to worry about his lost friend, his mother was relieved that she was out of the haunted apartment building. Little did she know that Jack's friend may not be so far away from home. And they all lived happily ever after.
Oh,
Yes.
okay.
Okay, Scott, what did you learn?
Don't move into a haunted building.
Period. Don't do it. Don't move into the Amityville house either. Don't do that. You know what my lesson learned is? Okay, and you guys, what is your lesson learned? What did y'all learn? Put it down in the comment section if you would like. Okay. Do you want to know what my lesson is, Scott?
Yes.
Vet them friends, baby. You better vet your friends. That man had a whole ghost as a friend because he didn't vet him. He just sat there and was like, this my friend, this my bestie. And almost let him in the damn house at 3 o'clock in the morning. Like, girl, So vet your friends, vet them well. That's my lesson learned. You can't be friends with everybody. Did you have anything else, Scott?
No.
Okay, guys. Well, that's going to conclude this. Now, y'all know, because, girl, we got to get to Poppy Corn story. So this is coming next. I'm just going to switch this up real quick, and then we got to get to Roads to Nowhere. So I'm going to bid you guys adieu. I love having you guys. I love having you. So I'm going to bid you guys adieu. Make sure you guys like, share, comment, subscribe if you want, all that good stuff. And from wherever we are to wherever you guys are, peace, love, happiness. Thanks for stopping by. Love having you here. Come join us for the next thing. We'll see you in 5 and 5. Bye, you guys. Get more. Bye. Are you going to tell